das ist unglaublich. Wir sind auf einem echten Festival.
Yeah, good, thanks. Yeah, just kind of getting the day started, had some lunch, kind of getting the vibe, speaking to a lot of people. Yeah, man, all good. Yeah, we did Rocket Park Friday and then we had a day off in Frankfurt yesterday and here we are today. So yeah, it's been a good weekend. It was excellent. It was so good just to be back in front of a big crowd and everyone's energy was good and I don't know, the sun was shining. It was just great. It was cool. It just felt so good to be back, It's been long for live music, for bands have been struggling, So it was just nice to have that moment where it felt like we were back to normality, you know. Absolutely. Yeah, we haven't even started yet. We haven't started. We've got like 20 years left. Well, I've actually played here 7 then because I did it with Axe Wound in 2012. Yeah, so I'm on 7. I'm on 7. So yeah, I'm catching up. I'm catching up. It was good. It was a nice kind of introduction back into live music. It was nowhere near the scale of what Rock and Ring, Rock and Park is. You know what I mean? But it was good to get back in front of a rock metal alternative crowd and get a bit of stage time before we hit these big festivals. So yeah, it was great. It was good fun, man. It was obviously a first time uh, for the event. First time for us in Malta as well, which is cool. There's not many places we haven't played before now. So yeah, it was good. It was good. It's sunny, like 28 degrees, sunning all the time. It's great. Yeah, it's cool. Uh, I think COVID has been the more of the disruption than the Brexit thing. The Brexit thing is just something that everyone behind the scenes is just dealing with and making happen. Um, Obviously, COVID is what put the brakes on life for everyone. But yeah, it's been a struggle for British touring musicians to get back out. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? You deal with it. Issues come along all the time when you tour. But obviously, having those two things was kind of a big deal. But we're working through it. And here we are. So it's all good. Yeah, there's one more coming out. Um, sure, it's called No More Tears to Cry. Yeah, it's a very different vibe to the last two, to Stitches and Omen. But I think when people hear, if they're Bullet fans, this is probably the one that's really going to get them excited more than anything they've heard so far. Yeah, it's a very unique sounding song. It's very much a kind of a throwback to the Poison, stylistically and how it sounds and stuff. So I think all the old school Bullet fans are gonna really really like it. So wow, thank you. Yeah, it's a good one. Again, that was territory we hadn't gone before. Even 7 albums in, stylistically, and yeah, it's a song that we hadn't kind of written before, which kind of sounds a bit weird, but it's something that we wanted to make. We wanted to make something very heavy, very down tempo, like just sledgehammers smashing the back of your head in every riff to riff. The whole album is just. It was an album that was for us. It had no boundaries creatively and musically. Um, and yeah, as soon as we kind of wrote a bunch of the songs like Knives and Parasite and stuff, it just kind of opened the door for us to be as heavy as we wanted to be. Yeah, and it was cool, man. And it's yeah, Shout is a banger. We played it for the very first time at a festival on Friday. So yeah, and it did go down well. So it explains why. Mm. Just yeah, just ignore everyone. Just ignore everyone. Do what you want to do, and hopefully 20 years later, you're still here. Yeah, man. Yeah, the moment you start listening to people's criticism and praise, you can't have one without the other. So you just gotta just kind of, on your first couple of albums, it's hard not to kind of listen to stuff. You know what I mean? Like the people's opinions and the criticisms and all that stuff. If you're a young band, it's hard not to kind of take it on board. But as you progress through the records and you begin to understand that as long as you do things the way you want to, it doesn't really matter what people think. It's just you just continue on your journey, do what's in your heart, write music that is going to piss people off, do music that people are going to love. Just do it for the right reasons. Just do it for yourself, man. That's the best thing. Is if you start listening to other people's criticisms and writing stylistically for those people to try and prove a point, then you're kind of pandering to their criticism. You know what I mean? So yeah, so just ignore everyone, do what you want. Well, we've got a busy summer doing festivals all over Europe, and I think our European tour went on sale on Friday as well. So there's loads of I think January, February, March next year. Lots of German shows like in France and Spain and Portugal and UK and all that kind of stuff. So that's on sale now. If anyone wants to go and pick tickets up, come and see us next year. That'd be great. But no, just kind of we've got a video to shoot for that new song, and that will be out probably end of August, something like that. But in the meantime, yeah, just festivals and getting back on stage and having a good time, you know. Everything, everything and everyone, and just to be back in the real world and on a tour bus again and speaking to people again and just being in familiar surroundings where we've had such great memories in the past. You know, like 2 years ago, it was an unthinkable position to think of it being back here. You know what I mean? So yeah, just trying to immerse ourselves in the moment and enjoy each day now as it comes, and hopefully by the end of the summer, COVID can, you know, see you later. Yeah. So yeah, so looking forward to seeing every single band, looking forward to playing every single show, and just really grateful to be here as usual. You know, we will. We always do here, man. It's going to be great.